security alerts are very much, it's a message. People see it, they ignore it. We don't see that behavior change. And this is where that real behavioral science side of the nudge comes into play. Nudges, when we're seeing them used for behaviors, we are actually seeing that risk being resolved. And that is the most important thing at the end of the day. We want to see that impact from the nudge. As we say earlier, if we're sending them as BAU process all the time, that becomes less and less successful. So it's really about getting that value piece from those nudges and actually mitigating those risks.
There'll be a lot of people on this call that will probably have challenges around training completion and getting people to accept training or complete training and accept things like policies. And there will absolutely be a temptation to use things like nudges to deliver training reminders over things like Slack and Teams. And we see that amongst our own clients as well, not every organization. It's kind of universal, I guess. I would really say try and avoid that, because the challenge that you'll have is you almost create this kind of alert fatigue. And what you really don't want is to have this potential to use nudges for a real force for good and really change behavior and nudge people right at the point of risk. You don't want people to start becoming blind to that and almost kind of either muting those messages or ignoring them or just thinking it's not that important because you're pushing out training and compliance reminders. Try and keep those to a different channel. And if you can't do that and you have to use that inside something like Slack or Teams, try and send it from a different channel in a different channel from a different sender. If you're using something like, I don't know, say security bot to send nudges, send it from a training bot or an education bot or a support bot, something that's named differently. So you've got that differentiation between this is really important and you need to action this and look at it versus, look, we'd really like to do this piece of training. That's really important. And you can see that in the figures that Freddie's presented, right? There's a big difference between the results that you'll get.